Hi, everybody. Welcome to Barista Brawlers. My name is Ryan.
I'm Robert Burns.
And I'm Jason.
And we're Barista Brawlers.
It's true. Hi. So, everybody, hi. Welcome to our first kind of group Zoom meeting. We're talking today about the Nintendo Direct that happened a couple days ago. Rob, do you know what day exactly that was?
I believe that was the 17th.
17th. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thursday.
Actually, days behind. We are old news, but you get this.
That's actually very, very true. Have you seen Rob's facial features? Absolutely beautiful. Jason, we're getting there. You got to kind of grow into it, buddy. I love you. I'm past my prime. I get that. It's a hair thing. Moving on.
Okay, so we are covering the Nintendo Direct. We're going to go through a couple lists. Each one of us has picked about different topics that we want to lead the discussion, and the other brawlers will comment and talk about it. So without further ado,
how stupid their ideas.
Without further ado, let's turn it over to Jason. Jason with the first topic.
All right, fellas. So, I don't know about y'all. New little strategy game from people who made Octopath Travelers. Demo dropped. Project Triangle Strategy. Y'all see this? Y'all see this?
Okay.
All right, yeah. So when the trailer came out, I was pretty excited. Thought it looked good. I have not played Octopath Traveler yet, but I know when I do, I'll probably dig it. It seemed really good. I just don't have time for another 100-hour JRPG. I have Dragon Quest 11. I need to play. But I downloaded that demo they dropped, and it's real good. It reminds me a lot of Fire Emblem. Reminds me a lot of Shining Force. Reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy Tactics, actually, and Tactics Ogre. A lot of those vibes going on.
Tactics is a good game. I remember playing
Tactics
that. That was fantastic.
Yeah, Tactics is really good. So yeah, I mean, I like the release they're doing, like the way they're releasing it. Like they're doing that like beta Q&A thing in a couple months, which is really cool. I'm excited for just seeing this game grow. It's my favorite thing they announced. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
I thought they already put a demo out for it.
Yeah.
The demo was released after the Direct.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
It's really
Interesting. I gotta give it a shot because I didn't. I
go try it.
remember thinking I saw something for it.
The art style is great. The combat feels great. The like political story is really interesting. It's shaping up to be something special.
Reminds me of Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah,
Political story-wise, ridiculous. That kind of stuff.
there's definitely well vibes.
I think it looks very interesting. I'm not sold yet, and this is going to sound very superficial, mostly because they don't have a name yet. That's right.
Yeah, my name's real bad.
Triangle
My name's
Path
real bad.
Story.
Well,
What?
Well,
What?
I think that shows a lot to the character for the game itself, because they are confident enough with their demo and with their trailer that they don't necessarily need the name. I mean, there's a lot of games, games that they run off of project names, and they seem to do well. What was? I can't think of an example right now, but it was
Project X Zone.
What?
Project X Zone. Do you remember that? The tactical
that?
game with all the
Wasn't that,
Capcom characters.
Yes, and then it ended up being Namco X Capcom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. But again, at the end of the day, you know, I agree. I'm just like, pick a name.
I definitely gotta try it. When I saw it for the first time, it screamed Final Fantasy. The combat system just seemed Final Fantasy, but the judging system is that's actually where it is perfect for me, because I'm a sucker for multiple endings and for completely destroying a game one way and playing a game the nice good way another way. For Fable,
It's going to be a lot of fun just seeing the ways it can end, the ways different characters are going to go. I'm really excited.
So let's. My first pick is actually, I was going to go with something else, but I actually want to go with this because I'm going to go with my favorite pick. that wasn't of the top 3 that we already discussed before this video. It's gonna be Mario Golf. Super Mario Golf. I am really, really excited about that. Number one, I am an old man and I love golf. Old men love golf. I do too. I actually have fun. I could drive a ball a good 250 yards if I'm really just cranking back on it. And again, I played the Mario Golf game on the GameCube and had a blast with it. Me and my friends would play together. And one of the things I'm really excited about this is I think it was speed golf is what they call it, which sounds so much fun and so interesting, because I do love games like Mario Kart and those games where you really have to compete heavy against people, and it gets in these moments of like clinching, just like tight spots and moments of just boom hitting them out like that. Don't give me that look. I'm watching you. Don't be a jerk. So you know what I mean? Like those moments where
it's very competitive.
It's very competitive. I love that. It's so much fun. And the speed golf seems like it could be something like that, because there's some kind of skill behind it. It's not just point and click. There's actually skill behind it, and there's almost to a degree of your platforming games. I said sorry.
If I buy this game, I'm convinced my money will go to a new Strikers eventually. So even if the game's terrible, I'll be fine, because I'll at least know my money's going to Strikers.
Oh, don't worry. Strikers is coming now. I've kept Nintendo afloat.
Okay.
so kind of piggybacking off of what Ryan said. The golf scene is very relaxed and chill.
Mm-hmm.
You're feeling the breeze as you're in the outdoors, and you hit a golf and a nice shot. And I saw the trailer and I was like, all right, it's a Mario Golf game. That's cool, because they kind of needed it. And then they introduced the speed run, and
yeah, that looks so fun.
I was like, oh, okay. So then it combines the calming atmosphere of Mario Golf and golfing in general with the speed run competitive atmosphere, and you could get a power star and you could just blow through everyone and just knock, which is a personal dream of mine. So that definitely seems like, would I spend $60 for the game alone? Probably not. I'd wait until
I'd spend it. But I get you, but I'd spend it.
I also want to throw in the story mode. Looks cool. What sold me is the story mode. I'm like that 60 for the story mode, and also knowing I'll end up playing it online with people.
I like the fact that you can do it with your me.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So the first pick of mine, I actually wanted to go with The Legend of Mana, which is, and this is gonna seem completely weird, and it's all right. So I actually never played it. I never played Legend of Mana. I played the Legend series before with the Secrets of Mana, and somehow I remember visiting. It was, many years ago, like back when Funkoland was a thing, and that was actually. Yeah, and we're going way back, like even before.
What's up, Grandpa? How are you?
Even before GameStop went mainstream, or it might have just walked into it the first time. That was on the little console, and it was there, and I picked it up. I was like, what is this RPG? And I'm going back to thinking about Chrono Trigger, and that's how Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy. Those are the only two RPGs that I really played. And then I picked up this thing, and I don't even think I played more than 2 minutes of it. And then I fell in love with it just based on the opening alone. Then as an adult, I was trying to go back and when I was exploring other RPGs, I was like, all right, what is that game? What is that game? Saw this trailer, I said, that's it. That's the game. That's it. I'm all in. So that one I will definitely be picking up and playing and enjoying or hating. But it's actually chasing after a childhood dream.
Oh, I want to play the Mana series. Didn't they put Secrets of Mana on Switch?
They did a Secrets of Mana remake. And
yeah,
I played a good chunk of that, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, I want to play through the Mana series, and so obviously I'm excited about Legends of Mana because I'll have another Mana game to play. It'll be fun. I'm a big JRPG guy, so it's a big series that I haven't played. So
I mean, I agree. I'm a Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest kind of person. So I've always enjoyed a good JRPG. I don't know. I mean, like the other problem is I've never gotten really that excited about Legends of Mana. So like, I see it, I look at the graphics, I look at everything, and I go, okay. So, again, it comes back down to devoting 100 hours to it and sitting there and just, really jumping into it because, I'm even playing through Hyrule Warriors, Legends of Zelda Hyrule Warriors, and it takes a long time to go through those games. I just picked up Persona Strikers 5. That's going to take a little while to go through as well because even the Persona 5 game, oh my god. So that's what I feel about Legends of Mana. Would I spend the money on it? Eventually. Again, kind of with the Mario Golf thing, maybe down the line.
Knockout City.
Ooh, Knockout City.
So, what really sold me was the trailer with the interview, and they had the soldier, they had the princess girl, and then they had the orc. I'm just like, what the heck is going on? And then I found out it was like a basic super dodgeball game, and that's pretty. I think that would be a fun game. Kind of like it reminds me of Splatoon, where it's got the open world city thing. Then you're kind of competing team versus team. It just seems like a very weird, fun game that I haven't. I mean, because it's very something that's unique. And because everyone played Fortnite, everyone's played shooter games, everyone's played, I played all these games, but I haven't played any competitive like dodgeball game before, and that's kind of like what this Knockout City is, and it's just hysterical with the characters, and it really sold me with the trailer, and it just looks so much fun, and I can't wait to throw something at Ryan's virtual face.
I have one complaint. I wish they used the 16-bit princess.
I thought so. I thought they were going to go with that too.
I wish they used that model in the game.
I
That's
wish
a really good design.
Yep.
My take on that is if it's free or like $10, I'll try it out. It looks cool. It's a neat idea. It'll be fun to play a couple rounds of. I wouldn't spend money on it. You have to pay for online now, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But it looks cool. It's a good idea.
Something up.
Really good trailer. Really funny trailer.
I'm gonna brutalize it. I'm sorry. I think it just looks dumb and boring. And I'm so sorry about this because here's my reasoning. It looks generic to me, and not meaning the idea behind it being dodgeball is a great concept. Don't get me wrong. I think that looks very interesting and entertaining. But the character models, the people that are involved, the all the characters that they had in there, the generic princess, the generic this, they all looked generic. They looked boring to me. And again, didn't they have this thing called Ninjago that just came out a little while ago? Or not Ninjago. It was something.
Ninjago was like
I think it was like gum, and they were sword fighting or something.
Oh, Ninjalo.
Ninjalo, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Ninjalo. It was god awful. Like it just didn't do anything. It just did terrible. And again, you never even heard of it, Rob. But the thing about it was, I didn't find it interesting or entertaining. I'm sorry, and not to be a jerk about it. We're gonna disagree on things in the coming time. Give me a minute. No, actually, you'll like all mine. You're fine. That face afterwards. But again, I don't know. It just seemed like another battle royale game to me. And again, don't get me wrong. Could be completely wrong. I kind of thought that of Rocket League. Rocket League is actually a really fun and entertaining game. I thought it was gonna be a lot more boring. I had fun with that.
Yeah, Rocket League is really good.
So again, as of right now, yes, it's boring. If it was free to play, I still probably would pick it up.
Talking about technically 2 games. Famicom Detective Club, missing hair and girl who stands behind. Yeah.
Girl who stands behind Ryan and watches him.
So
Be anybody out in space.
So this is like the most out of left field announcement in my opinion. I've known of these games for a while. I've really, really, really wanted to play them. I love visual novels. I love mystery games. I love when Nintendo just does weirder stuff, just more out there stuff. And it's been stuck in Japan, which won't be an issue for me eventually, but whatever. But seeing it localized is really cool. I think the visual style is really nice. The Switch is so good for visual novels. I've been playing Phoenix Wright, the trilogy, on Switch, and it's perfect. It's the best way to play those games. Like, I hope it drums up a little more interest in these Japanese visual novels that are kind of stuck over there. The Switch has a really good library of visual novels too.
Go to Steam.
I think they have Steins Gate on there. I'm pretty sure they have
That's
like,
what I need to get next.
yeah, Ace Attorney games. I would love to see more visual novels put over there. Me and Rob were talking about I would love to see a Danganronpa and the Zero Escape series on Switch. Those games
I was talking about that earlier.
And stuff like this is kind of like in that vein. So I'm here for it. Super excited. It's the only thing out of this direct that I actually pre-ordered. I pre-ordered both of them already. So
What was it, 30 for each or 20?
30. So it's 35, but then you get $10 off the other one when you pre-order one. So it's like $60, $50.
What?
I would spend it. I would spend it. If they are as lengthy as the Ace Attorney series games, I would do it. And
I'm pretty sure they're hard too. That's something I heard. They're hard games.
I played.
Now, quite a question for you, just because I played a novel game before, a visual novel game.
Would you
Do they have like branching storylines and everything like that?
Sometimes. It depends, really.
The Zero series will have a branching storyline depending on what. So you basically solve a puzzle, and depending on which room or something you select will tell you which ending that you need to go, and then you have to go back and clear the other rooms for more endings. There's only one true ending, and that Zero series is a trilogy. So you could, with the same characters, so the same group of characters too. So you kind of build a connection with. I mean, they do introduce new characters, but you have like one or two characters from the previous game that you are familiar with, and then you could grow with into the next of the games. And I picked up all three of those games. I played them and I beat them, and
There's some dark games.
they're
The Danganronpa? Yeah, I've heard they are.
they're like all are like completely thriller, and they're mind-worthy games. Like, they really make you think. So, and I just love visual novels. Like, I picked up some indie visual novels, love them. So I'm definitely excited for this.
Cool. It's a little bit harder because I don't really know that much about the series, but I was a big fan of it for the first game in the series, like on the NES, which was called Ninja Gaiden. I freaking loved that game when I was a kid. Now, they came out with 3 games, I think, for the PS2?
Xbox.
Oh, they were all Xbox? I thought
They were all Project Ninja.
Gotcha, that's right. So they came out with Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and I think Sigma or something. I don't know. But they looked... Do you remember what it was?
I think it's Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and then Ninja Gaiden 3, maybe? Let me look it up.
All right, we're going to just call it a trilogy.
It is.
Anyway, it's a trilogy. So anyway, those games looked phenomenal. They looked really, really entertaining, and I love the fact that Nintendo Switch is getting them and picking them up and putting them on their system, because again, it seems like that they can handle it and do all that stuff with it, which is great. I'm very excited about that. One caveat, I am not a fan of Dark Soul-esque games, and I've been told that this is very Dark Soul-esque, as in it is very, very hard and very, very difficult. So I'm looking forward to giving it a shot and being like, okay, can I do this? Because to a degree, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, but I also kind of want to test myself a little bit more in these kinds of games and see how I can do. So, am I excited about Ninja Gaiden? Yes. Why? I had the first game when I was a kid on the NES. It was fantastic. I loved it. Super freaking hard. Seriously, what was with the birds just randomly attacking you?
Great.
And like football players were there for some. I don't care. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So I want to try these. I really want to try these, and I'm like, you know what? All right, I'll jump in and I'll try it. Jason.
So this is another thing that I'm pretty excited about. I'm gonna pick it up. I love Dark Souls. I love these. It's a little bit of cheeks. I played Ninja Gaiden Black on Xbox, and I loved it. I mean, I didn't beat it.
Right.
It's
like
Sigma. It's Sigma 2 and it's Razor.
Oh, thank you.
yeah, those are like spin-off. It's weird because like they kept remaking them, and they ported them over to PlayStation eventually, but they named them different. It's a thing. But being able to play them all on Switch, they look great. I'm excited. They're hard, but I like a good challenge.
Right.
I've beaten Bloodborne, so you know the kind of person I am.
All right, Rob. What do you think?
So I grew up, much like Ryan, I grew up with Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 2, and I got through it all. Believe it or not, I actually had beaten it. And I had to restart it because my Nintendo gave out on me on the last level. So I had a little bit of emotional breakdown, and then I found a ROM, and no, I'm sorry, I found another version of the game. Because we don't do that here. I found another version of the game where it was more stable, and I was able to play through it all the way and beat it. And the story is great. And I finished 2. I was going back to 1. I got a good portion of that done, and I never played 3. And I knew that they were doing the new ones for Xbox, but I skipped out on the Xbox when it came out because Microsoft wasn't really a big thing for me, and it didn't really have too many standalone games that I wanted to play. But will I pick this up? Again, probably a long way down the road, just because there's 3 games and it's going to be a long time for me to play a difficult game. I love difficult games, but I usually do go play a game like this. I usually go for the hardest setting first, and I just die and I curse and I do a lot of things. And but when you beat a game like that on the hardest difficulty, you just feel so overwhelmed with achievement. That's an achievement before the achievements.
So mine will be quick because I don't know much about this, but I thought this was really cool and entertaining. My last one to talk about today was Fall Guys. I am excited for Fall Guys. That looks like a lot of fun. I've seen gameplay of it. I've seen people play it and get really entertained by it. Again, I love that whole 1 versus 100 kind of battle royale that you got from Super Mario 35, from Tetris 99, and again, it's not just Fortnite where you're just shooting people. No, this one is race to see who gets to the end. P.S. We're gonna throw blocks at you the entire time. It's Wipeout, the game. It's what's that Japanese one that was on years ago, Jace?
Oh, on G4?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what was that called?
You know which one I'm talking about, right?
I watched that. So much.
I did too.
Rob, I
So
watched it
funny.
with you. I know I watched it with you.
Oh, sorry, Rob. You can just leave again.
No, we did. I watched Ninja Warrior.
Oh,
It was
there you
Ninja
go.
Warrior.
Yeah, that's not it.
No,
Anyway,
they were different. It was a Japanese name because they had the crane part too. That was another part of it. They had the giant crane.
they just beat the crud out of people. It was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Rob, what do you got to say about Fall Guys?
Fall Guys is a game that I would be interested in playing. mainly because it's very hyped. Typically when a game is super hyped, a lot of people shy away from it because they're like, oh, everyone's into it. But that actually gives me more of a reason to try it out. Like Among Us is a perfect example. Like everyone was like, we're gonna play Among Us, play Halo, you're gonna love Among Us. And I'm like, all right, I'll give this a go. I'm like, hey, it's even free. That's even better. So I played it and I love it. And we are probably gonna have a thing this weekend, by the by. We're all baristas, that the group that I have, and then Ryan has 2 fantastic individuals that I've met and that I like hanging out with through Among Us.
Jamie are the best of friends.
And shout out Jamie and
shout out to Richard and Jamie.
Yes.
If you guys watch this, you know who you are.
If it's a game that's hyped up a lot, I'm definitely gonna give it a try. And it seems like a lot of fun. Seems like a pretty good, cutesy, fun game. Would I spend money on it first? Probably not. Probably try a demo first. I'd be like, then I'm gonna love it. So
again, I think it's gonna be one of those games that's gonna be like $10.
And that $10 that is well spent. I would do.
Jace?
20.
Okay.
Jason's
Right up there with Knockout City.
Yeah,
Jason,
that's the
20.
thing is like, if I see people are playing it, I'll try it. So I'll probably end up playing Knockout City and this. Fall Guys, I've watched people play more, so I know it's gonna be something I dig. I've been waiting because I knew they were gonna be putting it on Switch. I just had a feeling, so I've been waiting for this to play it, and
I've been waiting for a game like you.
My third and final game is actually called World's End Club, and this is kind of going right back around to the Danganronpa series and the Zero series. So that 3 times fast. And going back to the visual novel scene, even though this one is a little bit more action-packed and you do control the characters, Ryan, and your choices will determine the output. Ryan, I love the series, and it's coming from 2 people who made fantastic games that I love so far. And it's always that type of Saw-esque, super deadly sins kind of game where like, who's gonna live? Who's gonna die? What? Mind games. Like it's a fantastic time, and I haven't been disappointed by any one of them so far. And I'm looking forward to picking this up, and I would definitely do it.
So this has actually been on my radar for a bit because it's actually on Apple Arcade, believe it or not.
So
it's out. But I'm gonna wait for the Switch because I'm not gonna play a game on my freaking phone. What am I? But I'm very excited. I love the Danganronpa series. I love Zero Escape series. It looks very up my alley. It's just, I love that dark, weird. That trailer was great. It looks awesome. Can't wait to play it. Simple as that. It just looks really good. Crayon Shin-chan, Ora to Dr. Ora no Natsu-sami.
Almost had it. One more time.
No.
So it's made by Millennium Kitchen, who made the series Boku no Natsuyasumi, which translates to My Summer Vacation. They're super chill, super vibey games, very Animal Crossing, before Animal Crossing. They're really good. None of them have been brought over here yet, but it was on the PlayStation. So nice. Like it has this like nice nostalgic air to it. And they're really good games. Millennium Kitchen is really good. They also did Attack of the Friday Monsters, which you guys might be a little bit more familiar with. It was on the 3DS. It was so good. Really underrated game. And so the reason I'm talking about it here is, first of all, because I'm excited for it. I love Shin-chan. Super silly. I haven't seen all of it because it's like 5 million episodes long, but what I've seen is hilarious. I really would love this game to get a Western release. There's rumors of it. The designer said on Twitter that he's trying his hardest to get at least a European release. But even if it's in Japanese, I'll import it. I don't care. This game looks really comfy, really vibey, just very nice and chill and funny. And also, if it means this game does well over here and we get Boku no Natsusumi, on Switch, that'd be kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I love Millennium Kitchen. If listeners are interested, I'd really recommend looking into them. With the popularity of Animal Crossing right now, these games would do so well over here. And yeah, it just looks like a lot of fun. And I love this company. I'm so happy. It didn't seem like they were gonna make anything anymore. Like it seemed like they were dead. So this coming out is just really exciting. Yeah, I'm super pumped.
So I looked it up real quick. And the game that Jason mentioned, Baku no Natsuyama, sorry, spawned 3 sequels, 2 ports as of 2016.
Yes.
An iOS game was announced as a part of a 2017 Sony foray into smartphone development. Apart from
that never came out.
Apart from the series, 2 games of the same style have been released by Millennial Kitchen. Family simulation game, An Attack on Friday Monsters, A Tokyo Tale, part of the Guild 2 series, and the only title from Millennial Kitchen to see an English language release. So, I mean, it looks like it's an adventure game. It's a single player game. The platforms are PlayStation and PSP. It kind of looks like it looks like a cutesy little game. I mean, I'm gonna have to try it out.
You would love it, Rob. I like to describe it as if Animal Crossing had less to do. Had less to do.
Because the box art is just some guy.
You like this game? Do you want less of it? Here's the game for you.
But it's super. I mean, there's a game to it. Like, you know, it's just chilling. It's just chilling, dude. I love games where you're just chilling.
So going back on Jason's Shin-chan, I've seen it from Adult Swim when it aired. The episodes were pretty funny. Obviously, I couldn't watch them during the day because I was underage and it wasn't appropriate. But it was fun. I had a lot of laughs.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know much about it. I can't sit there and say. I think I watched it a couple times, like Rob said, on Adult Swim. But after that, I don't know enough about it to really jump into it.